This is Taifa World. I'm going to talk about the art of war. My purpose is to raise the consciousness level of everyone, especially melanated people. I recognize at an early age that a lot of us have what's called mental slavery. Mental slavery, what is that? What it is being out of your mind. You have a mind that was given to you. It's like a program put inside of you. You don't know who you are. It's like a eagle raised with chickens. You got so much power as an eagle, but they never realize because you are raised as a chicken. So mental slavery is something that has been intentionally done to a people. Not just one people, most people have mental slavery. It's not unique to one person, one people. It affects everyone in some degree. So people may think they're free, but they're not serious about anything in life. You have to be serious about life. You're here today and gone tomorrow. It's not just about you and sports and play. We have a duty here. So the art of war is about the conflict that we're living in. Everyone has an enemy. That enemy is self. So everyone needs to know about the art of war, some more than others. I'm going to begin elaborating on an idea that I was just speaking about, the seriousness of war. If you don't take it serious, war will not take you serious. As I said, games are for children. When you're a child, you play as a child, you do childish things. But once you become a man and a woman, you got to put away those childish things and be responsible as an adult. However, mental slavery would not allow you to do that. Mental slavery would keep you thinking you are a child. You're afraid to grow up and face your responsibilities as a contributing member of humanity. We all have gifts. We all have something to offer. So your purpose is to know, what is your gift? What do you bring to the table? That's your purpose of being here. Do you know what it is? Oh, I know what it is. I got to go to the Chiefs games. I got to go watch the Royals play. That's my purpose, at least for this week. People, we've been very much deceived. You've been given false narrative to direct your lives. And you've accepted them because they appeal to something in you that do not want to face responsibility. You see, no one can be programmed who is not willing to be programmed. Everyone has a choice. I'm prolonging this more than necessary because I'm looking for the place that I'm supposed to start reading from. I just had it. So this means that you're supposed to get what you're getting. Because it wouldn't take that long for me to find it. So there's a lot of things I got to say to prepare you for this. Nevertheless, we will find it. I tell you what, let me just say it in my own words instead of reading it. Because as you know me, I've said before, most people do not like being read to. I do not like being read to. Sun Tzu, I think I pronounced it right. Sun Tzu, Art of War. This was written many, many centuries ago. The origin of it, many say, but most people don't really know. But the main point is that it discusses the purpose of life. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. What state are we speaking of? State of being, state of mind. It is a matter of life and death. A road either to safety or to ruin. Listen. Hence, it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. The art of war then is governed by 5 constant factors to be taken into account in one's deliberation when seeking to determine the conditions obtained in the field. These are: 1. The moral law. 2. Heaven. 3. Earth. 4. Commander. 5. Method and discipline. 5. The moral law causes the people to be in a complete accord with their ruler. 6. So that they will follow him regardless of their lives, undismayed by any danger. 7. Heaven signifies night and day, and cold and heat, times and season. 8. Earth comprises distance, great and small, danger and security, open ground and narrow passes, the chances of life and death. 9. The commander stands for the virtues of wisdom, sincerity, benevolence, courage, and strictness. 10. By method and discipline are to be understood the marshaling of the army in its proper subdivisions, the graduation of rank among the officers, the maintenance of roads by which supplies may reach the army, and the control of military expenditures. These 5 heads should be familiar to every general. He who knows will be victorious. He who knows them not will fail. Now, I know it may be difficult following this very small print. However, you get the book yourself. You don't have to buy books. Let me just say this. People, we're living in an age where knowledge is in abundance and free. People who are ignorant today, they have to really make an effort, a constant choice. I remember my niece was telling me they don't have books in high school anymore. The teacher give lectures and they use the computer to do their homework. And I was applauded. I said, what? But as I think about it, I say, yes, maybe that's the best way to teach, because textbooks, once they're printed, they're outdated. They're not doing anything really useful but teaching a program with somebody think history. The people write books, okay? Everybody has an opinion. Most of it is for the control of the masses, the people, to keep people in a certain mind. So, since you have access to this abundance of knowledge, why restrict you to a book? But you know what? The children need discipline, meaning they have to be encouraged to seek knowledge. Telling high school students to do things on the internet is it's not responsible as a teacher. because they don't have the discipline to actually go and do that without a little encouragement. See, when you get to the college level and you're paying for your education, that's encouragement enough for you to make sure you're getting the value for what you invested in. High school is preparing you for that. And these are the last years that you are encouraged to do certain. There's a consequences for not following through and doing what's asked of you. Therefore, there has to be a structure on how classes are conducted. Well, look like that's all you that's all you meant to get today. Like I say, I have plans, but there's one that I serve as the best of planners. And it makes sure you get what you need, not what I want to give you. It makes sure you get what you need. So these few minutes, my will is that you receive something from what's been shared. And force yourself to study. You do. You have to really go to war with yourself. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. Be responsible to yourself. Do what's need to be done. Oh, guess what? I just found what I was looking for. Now, I haven't really gone this long before, but I'm going to go for it. Sun Tzu Wu was a native of the Chinese state. His art of war brought him to the notice of Hulun, king of Wu. Hu Li said to him, I have carefully what's that? I have carefully pursued your 13 chapters. May I submit your theory of managing soldiers to a slight degree. So he met this person who read the book. And he's telling Sun Tzu, may I test you to make sure your theories are correct? Sun Tzu replied, you may. Holy asked him, may the test be applied to women? The answer again was in the affirmative, yes. So arrangements was made to bring 108 ladies out of the palace. Sun Tzu divided them into 2 companies and placed one on the palace. Sun Tzu divided 2 companies and placed one of the king's favorite concubines at the head of each. He then bade them all take spears in their hands and address them thus: I presume you know the difference between front and back hand. I presume you know the difference between front and back, right hand and left hand. The girls replied, yes. Sun Chu then went on. When I say eyes front, you must look straight ahead. When I say left turn, you must turn toward your left hand. When I say right turn, you must turn toward your right hand. When I say about turn, you must face toward, and pardon me, I'm trying to get this where you can read it. When I say right turn, round, face round toward your back. Again, the girls assented. The words of command having been thus explained, he set up halberds and battle axes in order to begin the drill. Then, to the sound of drums, he gave the order, right turn. But the girls only burst out laughing. Sun Tzu said, if words of command are not clear and distinct, if orders are not thoroughly understood, then the general is to blame. So he started drilling them again, and this time gave the order, left turn, whereupon the girls once more burst into fits of laughter. Sun Tzu said, if words of command are not clear and distinct, if orders are not thoroughly understood, the general is to blame. But if his orders are clear and the soldiers if his orders are clear, excuse me, I missed my place. If the orders are not clear, then let me start over. Pardon me. Okay, let me summarize what I'm reading for those who are not able to keep up reading in the book. He's trying to drill these women, concubines of this king, who wanted to test the theories of what he's teaching before he teach the men. He wanted them to prove to him that these things work. So he has these women, and he's giving them orders to. He said, everybody know what it means to turn right and turn left, and he's giving them orders. And when he gave the order to turn right, they just started laughing. They thought it was a big joke. They thought it was a chance to just laugh and have fun. They did not recognize the seriousness of what he was saying. So he repeated again. This time he gave the order. Left turn, whereupon the girls once again burst into fits of laughter. Then he said again, if words of command are not clear and distinct, if orders are not thoroughly understood, the general is to blame. But if the orders are clear and the soldiers nevertheless disobey, then it is the fault of their officers. So saying, he ordered the leaders of the two companies to be beheaded. Now the king of Wu was searching the scene. He was looking at him from the top of a raised pavilion. And when he saw that his two favorite concubines was about to be executed, he was greatly alarmed. And he rushed down, sending messages. We are very satisfied of your ability to handle troops. You've proven your point. I am very upset that you have these two concubines and don't cause them any harm. Come on and have a drink with me. And by no means behead them. So the king is trying to save his favorite two concubines. Sun Tu replied, having once received his majesty commission to be the general of his forces, there are certain commands of his majesty which, acting in that capacity, I am unable to accept. What he's saying is, you gave me authority to train these women. You gave me a commission. I gave my word that I would do that. So you don't have any authority on how I train train these women. You gave them over to me. I'm the general, not you. So I cannot accept you trying to act like a general. I'm just summarizing so you can understand. So Sun Tu went on and beheaded the two leaders. And he put two more in their place. And when that was done, the drum sounded again for the drill once more. The girls went through all the evolutions, turning right and turning left, marching ahead and wheeling back, kneeling and standing with perfect accuracy and precision, not uttering a sound. Then Sun Tu sent a message to the king saying, your soldiers, sir, they are now properly drilled and disciplined, ready for your majesty's inspection. They can be put to any use that their sovereign may desire. In other words, they're good for whatever battle you want to send them to. And put them through fire and water, no matter what, they will obey. Then the king said, let our generals cease drilling and return to camp. He dismissed them. As for us, we have to wish to come down and inspect the troop. In other words, he telling you, okay, we don't need you anymore. I don't want to come down and inspect these troops. Of course, he's upset because his two favorite concubines was beheaded. Then Sun Tzu said, Sun Tzu, I hope I pronounced it right. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. What he's saying is that, do you know what a commission means? Do you know what being a general means? You gave me, I'm a general. I'm not here to play. You told me to train the troops. Were you playing a game with me? I'm a general. A general don't have time for that. I'm gonna just say in my own words what's he saying. So I make my words fulfill. In other words, I keep my word. I told you I was a general to train troops, and that everything I taught about in my book, and I proved myself right because now your women are properly trained. They can face any battle. They would be great soldiers. After that, Ho Lin, this the king, he saw that Sun Tzu was one who knew how to handle an army and finally approached his general. In the West, he defeated the. No, okay, that's going to something else. But that's the point of what I want to read. As I started off talking about the importance of being dedicated to your purpose in life and what you're here to do, and foremost, being serious. If you don't take yourself serious, who else should? So elaborate on the point I made in the beginning. If you forgot, just go back and re-listen to the first part of this video where I talk about knowing your purpose. And a purpose is not time for sport and play. Life is a serious thing. There's no time for sport and play. Given a slave mind, you do not see the seriousness of what you are to do here. So you need to go to war with yourself, with that child in you, and become a responsible person to benefit everyone. Thank you for listening. All my tapes are not edited. All my videos are not edited. You take the good, the bad, and the ugly. The mistakes, yeah, we all make them. And I don't try to cover up mine. So I hope my will is that you found this very interesting video. Listen to it at least 3 times to get the full value of it as a minimum. This a rule I have found that the average intelligent person needs to read something at least 3 times. If you live more, if you need a little more, you're not average. You're a little slow. You may need to read it 6 times. And if you consider yourself very slow learner, read it 9 times. And I'm saying read it because listen to a tape, listen to a video, you're not understanding the words. So get the book, get the Introduction of Art of War. You can look at it free online. Or go to your library. You don't have to buy it. That's what libraries are for. And find the section I went over. You know, I told you we're going to have class on the 23rd of September. Well, we've been having classes all along. Every time I give a video, I'm giving a class. Every time I do a video is a class. Now, depending on your feedback, whether we have another class on that topic. If I don't get a feedback on that topic for that class, I'll teach something else to see which is it my class, my audience want to learn about. Thank you for listening. And this ends the class on the art of war, to be revisited depending on the input. It doesn't take a lot of people for me to give the next class. It doesn't take a lot. I'll work with one person because everything starts off small. You know, some people want to have 10 people in a class, and usually that's for economic reasons. But I'm not here for economic purposes. I'm not looking to get paid from YouTube. Nope. So I can teach one person who's here to learn. That's all for now. Read, and read some more. And let me know what you read. We can talk about it. We can learn. We're here to learn together. I got 2 hats. I got a student hat and I got a teacher hat. You all have 2 hats. You all can teach me something. All right, until next time. Peace.